Okay, I'm checking right now to see if we are ready for the next game, and I think we're almost there. I just need to go and bother our GM to see if we have a picture. Hello, Yoichi! Good to have you here. Oh, good music. We're the Kusogrand games. Okay. So for people who are just showing up, I appreciate the raid. We're at a little bit of a weird stage because we had what we call a tube and bin. Essentially, we gave out a game that, as it turns out, cannot... yeah, it doesn't work. The game has problems. It kept crashing. Yeah, it went into the bin. And, unless it manages to redeem itself, too bad. It'll never be back out. But it could come back. Super Bob Dylan, I don't know. It seemed interesting enough. Yeah. Ooh, Hedge Maze made a thingy for Nightbot to tell us what the tube and bin is all about. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, when the game is too bad for a bad game tournament, you know it's bad. Or that there's an emulator flaw, or various reasons. Whenever we can pull out what do they call them? Shocky things. AED. Get the defibrillator. Pull out the defibrillator. Strap it on the game's chest. Shock it a couple times. Come on, get that heartbeat going. And actually, we have had cases where, like, a developer for a game that didn't know about a bug went and fixed a bug from a game in the 90s and sent it to us and was like, here's a fixed version, go at it. And we're like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I love when that happens. There have been times that we've done translations here in order to make the game readable for people. Otherwise, the game would not be playable. We've had cases where we've figured out what the core problem of a game is and helped people to avoid those specific problems. Like, whenever we can pull a game back out of the tube and bin, we try. But it's one of those things occasionally. Okay, I think that we may have the next game. Yes, let me go ahead and get this saved. That's always a good sign. Well, everybody hold on to your butts. We are just about ready to go to the game reveal. Come on, Crappy. Wait. Not yet. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Stop it. Okay. Stop getting ahead of yourself. Just take your time, Bersentia. Nobody else is in a rush. They're literally just watching. No, maybe you are in a rush. What if you have to go somewhere? Justin, stop looking at me like that. Justin, no. Crappy's coming. Crappy. Ah! Well, that was crappy. Oh, Yoichi, you're asking about Holy Diver. We've actually had Holy Diver in Kusogrand8. The thing is, we track progress based off of how far they get over the course of the hour, not necessarily who beats the game. So you don't have to beat the game, you just have to beat all of the other players. So who is the GM coming to give out the next game? Well, say hello to our dear GM. We're having Jeff back. Okay, Jeff, get in here. Hello? Hello? Justin's yelling hello. I'm yelling hello. Yeah, Jeff's coming back. Jeff, come back. Come back. Where are you? Bubble, bubble, toilet trouble. Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. I can probably reveal the game and nobody will know what it is because this is what happens, everybody. This is life. This is life in Kusogrand8. Yeah, you know what? How about I reveal the game and then we can have people guess what the game is until Jeff shows up. That sounds like a good game to me. Yeah, okay, so guess what this is? I don't know. I don't know what this game is. What could it be? There's some guy standing in front of a tree. Yeah, does anybody recognize what this is? Anybody in this world? We have, it's that one game. It might be. As it turns out, a lot of people are guessing an Amiga game, and it is not Amiga. No, this is DOS. I love that you can't even guess the platform based off of the screenshot that we've got here. Oh, it's completely fine. Okay, well, Jeff will probably be another second showing up. So I will go ahead. Okay, yeah, this is on DOS. If anybody can figure this out, then I will go ahead and give you a cool high five. Yeah, Amiga has no bad games. Oh, you are such a liar. Okay, chat. Let me tell you, Amiga has the bad games. However, DOS also has the bad games. DOS, Amiga, all that stuff. Yeah. This is obviously Bio Miracle. No. How could it be a Bio Miracle? Maybe a Bio Nightmare. No. In fact, when I saw the name of the game, I thought that it was probably associated with some IP. Just because it sounds like it would be a game that is based off of an IP. You know, where's Jeff? Jeff! Where are you, Jeff? I'm gonna say the name of the game, okay? And you can't stop me because I gotta get moving. Okay, and the name of the game is Gadget, Lost in Time. Yeah. I know, the same reaction here, everybody. I don't know what this is. Gadget, Lost in Time. We're lost in time, and apparently we've got some gadgets. That's all I know about this. What even is time, though? I mean, time is an hour. That's what it is. I know, I'm here with the hot information. Oh my gosh. Wait, Codeman, you were thinking of this game? What does that even mean? Well, everybody, I'm not sure. I don't know if this game has flashing lights, but it certainly has spirals. So if you get motion sickness from 2D spirals, or if you get easily hypnotized, look away right now because I'm moving over to the title screen here. Spirals. Look at them go. Preemptive. This may or may not have flashing warning. Preemptive. You are getting very, very sleepy. Perhaps lost in time. What is this music? Like, I'm not complaining yet, but what is this music? It's farting at me. Why is it farting at me? Jeff, why is your game farting at me? There's Mad Gadget, Bad, Sad Gadget, Bad Gadget, Professor Gadget, something, there are a lot of gadgets. Oh my gosh. Captain Gadget, okay.
Hey, bro.
Hello, Jeff. Hey.
Can we try this again?
Yeah, I revealed you and I revealed the game. We're on the title screen. We were just waiting for you.
Okay, I'm here, so they can press 8 to start the game.
Okay, do the players know how to start the game?
I don't know. It says start game on their screen.
Okay.
But you can tell them press 8 when you do the countdown.
Okay, are you all ready? I'm just asking, crappy. Okay, we're just gonna, ignore crappy. I will give you time markers or whatever. There. Okay, I see 3 out of our 4 players have responded. Just waiting. Okay, who am I waiting for? Satoru. Satoru, you ready? Oh my gosh, the game is so farty, Jeff.
Yeah. I have no idea how this is gonna go.
Okay, question. Are there flashing lights in this game? That's the only real question I have for you right now.
So, the manual contains a seizure warning that says for any video game, it's possible you could have a seizure. I didn't see any flashing when I played it.
Okay, so normal video game warning there. There we go. We're doing the countdown. Best of luck to the players. And Crappy is going to do the countdown. Everybody spam all of your Gadget/hypnosis stuff. And as soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. Gadget lost in time. Here we go, everybody.
Okay, so, it's a trivia game.
Dinosaurs became extinct because... Correct. Well done. Well, good. Birds are most closely related to dinosaurs, not fish or snakes. Ew, can you imagine?
Okay,
like,
so
flounder dinosaur.
So here's what's happening here.
Okay.
I gave them a platformer/trivia game, and I didn't want to spend the time actually learning all of the trivia, so I gave all the questions to an AI and had it answer them, and so they have all of the AI's answers, which may or may not be correct.
Oh, really? Okay. So you did give them all the answers for this.
I mean, maybe.
You gave them all of some of the answers.
I gave them quote-unquote answers.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look. I need to look at this file, okay? Yeah, so we will find out who knows more, the players or the AI. Okay. So,
I mean, after the AI generated the answers, I asked it, are these all correct? And it said yes.
okay, are all of these, like, actually answers, like, possible answers within the game, though?
Yeah, so they're multiple choice, and then the AI just sort of wrote them out in sentences instead of saying, like, the answer is C.
Gotcha. So I've got a scientist who studies dinosaurs is called a paleontologist. I think that one's right.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs lived between 248 and 65 million years ago. That sounds right. I would presume that's right. Dinosaurs lived in the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. This next one, what makes dinosaurs different from other reptiles is their blank. And the answer that the AI gave was their upright legs. Maybe?
That is, I believe that is correct. I think I looked that one up.
Interesting. Okay, the word dinosaur from Greek means terrible lizard. Oh, you bad lizard, you. You bad lizard.
Although some etymologists say that that's not exactly a good translation of it, but close enough.
Well, I mean, probably, yeah, probably good enough. Okay. Modern animals most like dinosaurs are birds. Good. Dinosaurs became extinct because scientists aren't sure. Maybe either of the above?
Yeah.
Is that right?
So this game was made in the 90s, so I asked it to answer the questions as if it was in the 1990s.
Okay. Interesting. I feel like that one is probably incorrect. But I'm gonna have to see. Okay, smallest known dinosaurs, 60 centimeters? Yes, that is correct. Dinosaurs were kind of reptiles. A pterosaur could fly, which a dinosaur could not. We don't know what color was Tyrannosaurus Rex. Fossils leave no colors. I don't know if that is correct. Small shrews lived at the same time as the dinosaurs. Is that one right?
I think we may have seen all the questions so far in the game.
Okay.
And if everybody used the file I gave them, then they were all correct. So that doesn't mean they're correct like in real life. It means they're correct in the video game.
I saw someone get one question wrong.
Oh, there was a wrong one?
I think ZenicReverie answered one incorrectly, but it doesn't really give you any information when that happens.
Yeah, see, the thing is, it doesn't tell you what you... Like, there's no feedback on the screen as to what was pressed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just would have watched, like, a YouTube of it and seen what people answered and done it that way.
Oh my gosh, this music is so sticky. I like it.
So yeah, this is the thing. I mean, I was saving this for after I'd given it a little bit more thorough vetting. But hey, who needs vetting? It's going to work out better than the one I actually vetted.
Oh, you know what? You may be right. Well, at the very least, we are getting educated on dinosaurs as we murder them. So that is pretty cool.
So it's basically like a collect-a-thon. You go around, you get these bones, you enter some questions when you pick up the eggs, and then eventually there's a, I don't know what you call it, but a end-level prize that you go pick up. In this first one, it's some sort of gemstone.
Okay.
And you go to the end.
Sounds good. I'm glad that the manual specifically tells you how to play the greatest game in history.
All right, we have a level 1 completion, so we're now on to ancient Egypt.
Oh, good, good.
And you thought this was just going to be dinosaurs?
No, that would be silly. Why would it be dinosaurs? Okay, the river that flows through Egypt is the Nile, Egyptian god of the dead. Okay, interesting. I want to see what the questions are. I see Anubis.
There is Anubis, but not buff Anubis.
No, this
not
is
jacked Anubis.
That's okay. Maybe it's jacked Anubis's children. Did you just take Anubis's head and kill others with it? You can't do that.
Yeah, why not?
You can't. It's illegal, okay? You're going to jail if you do that.
I don't think you can send a goddess to jail.
Wait, no,
Anubis.
You're the one who cut off a head, okay? It's not Anubis. I mean, it's Anubis's head, but you did this. The violence.
Look, I don't know. I just pick the games.
Okay. Hey, PolterGhost is through as well. Now, everybody, this is a 7-point match, which means that all of the players, even the last place player, will be moving on. They have to have a total of 9 points by the end of round 2, and coming in fourth will give a total of 9. Now, I'm really waiting for Zenic to get a question. I haven't seen anything interesting from the Egyptology section here. Rosetta Stone, so important was
you
for
need to find these
translating.
Like, chess things to get a question.
Gotcha.
The game isn't entirely clear what it is you're supposed to be collecting to get the questions, but
now
you can sort of figure it out from context.
Okay, chat, here's a question. What were the pyramids used for? Okay? And this is really going to help to see how many people have really been watching their sci-fi channel. Wi-Fi? Okay, they were used for Wi-Fi. There we go.
The pyramids provide a granary in every one of your cities. Is that not right, the answer?
A granary? I mean,
yes.
you could put a lot of grain in there. I mean, depending on how hollow they are. And how many dead people are in there, you know? Actually, no. The number of dead people in your pyramid doesn't really matter when it comes to how much storage space there is. What am I talking about, Jeff? I don't even know anymore. Okay, well, the AI says that the god of the dead is Osiris. So my big question about that is, what are the other answers in that list? Because I believe that probably would pass. Wait, what? Apparently you made a reference. What is this granary reference that people are talking about?
Oh, it's from Civilization 1. When you build the Great Pyramids, it counts as a granary in every one of your cities.
Oh,
so
it
that's
does?
what I was referencing.
That's stupid.
I do have... So the way I came up with all the answers is I extracted the text out of the executable files, so I had all of the questions and choices, and then I fed that to the AI. But I think I do still have my extraction. You want me to tell you what some of the other choices were?
Oh yeah, that would be very helpful. So I'm wondering, the Great Pyramid of Giza took about blank years to build. I want to know what the options are, because I've got what the AI thinks it is. A sphinx is a mythical creature with human's head and a lion's body. Yeah, they look kind of dumb. Just like centaurs look kind of dumb. I mean, minotaurs definitely better than centaurs.
Well, that's a matter of personal preference, but
yeah.
I have the file. I'll send it to you. Hold on.
Yeah, and luckily my personal preference is correct. Anybody who... I don't know. Come on. Give me the Minotaur. Because what? Do you want... Here's the deal. You get, like, something that's animalistic, but with the muscles of a man? No, if you date a centaur, what do? You get, like, weird horse muscles. What are you gonna do with that, huh?
Don't ask.
I mean, I've seen... My Horse Prince, or whatever the crap it's called. I know about that game.
Alrighty, so everybody's on ancient Egypt. The question you were asking about with the Osiris one, your choices were Egyptian god of the dead, Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan, or Osiris.
Say those again, please, because I think it is Osiris, based on that list.
I'm pretty sure it's not Attila the Hun or Genghis Khan, who were real people, unfortunately.
Well, there were a lot of civilizations that had real people as deities. Ooh, PolterGhost audio went crappy. Goodbye. Let's bring
Is that
up...
a Discord thing?
Well, I'm not watching PolterGhost on Discord, so nope.
Oh, okay.
Jeff, sorry, I'm sassy right now. Why am I sassy?
That's okay. You're allowed to be sassy because I gave out kind of a sassy game.
Yeah. Oh, and because we had to do the Tubin bin with you.
Yeah, because things happen on Kusogrand8, and appreciate your willingness to roll with things.
Oh, I mean, this is one thing that I love about Kusogrand8, you know? The thing is, no matter how much people can test games out, there can always be some unexpected issue, and I don't want to, like... If I had to ban every game that could potentially be a problem, we just wouldn't have a tournament. Pretty much, you know? And I want to be able to explore and find these games that nobody has played in like a decade or two, you know? It's what I love. I'm looking at some of the creatures in Egypt, by the way, and they look like mashed potato Lakitu, and I'm like... floating on a cloud, but their body's made of mashed potatoes, and it bothers me. I'm not sure what it is. Hey, Polterghost is almost at the end.
They're supposed to be mashed potatoes but who knows? I mean, I can go with it. There's time traveling, so like, really anything's possible.
They did not have potatoes in Egypt. Okay, I know this. Now that I'm thinking about it, what did they have in Egypt? They had like papyrus, they had a lot of sand. But what did they eat regularly? Like, what was their food? Olives? Ew. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't live in ancient Egypt, just sitting around eating freaking olives. Okay. There, I did a little work just to make sure that we had our in Discord timer synced up here, and we are good to go. Howard Carter apparently uncovered Pharaoh King Tut's tomb. I don't know, calling him Pharaoh Tutankhamun. Come on, King Tut just rolls off the tongue so much better. He should have gotten with the times. I mean, he did die like a long time ago. Oh, well, I am having a lot of fun. I'm excited to see...
Looks like we have ancient Greece on Poltergeist's screen.
Ancient Greece? That's ancient history. Been there, done that.
They have an interesting kind of idea of what counts as history, because so there are these different historical places you can go to, but then there's also just like the environment.
Yay!
And then they ask you a bunch of ecology questions.
R1 is moving on as well. Oh, wait, no, game over. Well, never mind then. Time to enter in the password. Good.
So hopefully they were remembering to use them.
Yeah, remember everybody, if you get a password, you can use it unless otherwise stated beforehand. And there we go. Ew. Okay, so it's a hexadecimal password. That's fine. Whatever. I do want to thank, by the way, the referees for being here and being patient with us. We have some fantastic people helping to track the matches. And today we've got, bro, please stop throwing me in the tube and bin. K, thanks, Okami. Super Linkura. Fahrenheit's did not crash the game this time. Not Electa is lost in the tube and bin. And finally, regular old Mouse Shy. Yeah, we'll listen to Ancient Greece later. Actually, let's see if Poltergeist audio is still crunchy. Crunchy? It's the same music as Egypt. Well, okay. I guess we're gonna stay with R1's music. Let's dig this, yeah.
Sure, it's good music. Might as well use it for a bunch of levels.
I mean, you're... depending on the era, that's completely fine. And if it's an indie game, that's 100% fine.
Oh, it's not an indie game.
Oh, well, what is it then? Who made this?
So this game was sold by British newspaper. I want to say The Independent. Let me check.
Let's see. I do know that it was made by Electronic Sound and Pictures. Oh, in that case, yeah, I should have that. The Young Telegraph, only in the Daily Telegraph, every Saturday. Okay, interesting. And yeah, the ad itself has a giant epilepsy warning. Or is that the ad?
Yeah, that's the manual, which also functions as an ad.
I'm just confused now, Jeff. I'm lost. I'm lost in time. Help! Yeah, the manual does have information on the story here. Okay, you must guide young Telegraph's baffling brainy boy Boffin, Mad Gadget, through 10 perilous time zones. Hidden somewhere in each zone is a crystal to power his time machine into the future and on to the next level. But before Gadget can get the crystal, he must hunt out and answer 5 tricky teasers about the period of history he's in. Turn over and find out more. Wait, turn over and find out more. Okay, I'm trying to find out. Oh no, some of the enemies in the game are anachronisms. Anachronisms are bad dudes who have run out of time. They're trapped in the wrong time zone, floating around and generally getting in the way. Send them back where they belong. I love that Justin is like doing a play-by-play reaction whenever I introduce a new enemy, like, bad guys! Yeah, that's a new... Wait, what? Bad guys come in all shapes and sizes. Squash them by jumping on their heads, then pick them up. They make deadly frisbees. Okay, anachronisms aren't the enemies, but you're supposed to collect anachronisms and then answer trivia questions. I don't get it. Whatever. It's weird. Okay.
Yeah, this game didn't make a whole lot of sense to me either.
Collect all the bonuses in each zone for an extra life, but only after you've completed the level. Yeah, that'll help. Okay. Also, let me just go ahead and say that this game has very skewed perspective on what history means. Because we go to 65 million BC, and then we immediately come to the human ages. There's a lot of time between that. Jeff, it's like we're just going back in time because we think dinosaurs are cool, and we're gonna skip everything else between then and now.
I mean, first of all, dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah.
And second of all, you know, if anything important happened, they would have written about it.
That's why it's called prehistory, Jeff.
Yeah, well then we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but we went to prehistory.
Well, yeah, that was an exception because dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs didn't write. Dinosaurs weren't using books. Their arms were too small. They couldn't hold the books. Hey, PolterGhost is on to the next level. Is this medieval England? Oh, apparently. Okay, so Gadget.
So it actually has a couple of different ones in Europe. So one of them is Age of Machines.
Ooh.
And then it has medieval England.
Okay.
And then it also has Vikings.
Oh, I think this is the Viking invasion. Okay. You get... Because it looks like they're listed in order along with the gadget that you have in that specific area. Dinoland, you had the remote control lift operator, which I do not recall seeing at all. Ancient Egypt, the bandage firing first aid gun, which I don't remember seeing at all. Ancient Greece, the pop-up shaving mirror, which I don't remember seeing at all. And then Viking Invasion, the solar-powered brawly-copter, which I actually do see. PolterGhost is using this copter all over the place. Good. It's a good gadget. That's why it's Gadget's inventions, or Gadget Lost in Time. He makes things. Like an umbrella.
So this is actually going better than I was expecting.
Oh yeah, they're doing okay. Oh, Chad is saying the pop-up shaving mirror was used to stop Medusa, of course. If there is a mirror and you're an ancient creep. Justin, don't laugh at me. Ancient creep. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, don't go to ancient creep.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad Justin's here.
I never know if he's listening or not. But I know he was listening this time. Okay, Justin. I get it. I get it. People are creep. I am also creep. Yeah, I like that there's a Minotaur just standing, staring at the ocean on Satoru's screen in Ancient Creep. That's always good. Help, Jeff!
So yeah, the players are actually just sort of cruising along through these levels. And although you're answering trivia questions, it's essentially a collect-a-thon. So you need to get 5 in each level before moving on.
Yay, Satoru beat Medusa! Time to get in the machine. Good job. Yeah, Medusa... Let me just say, she's had better days. Probably in any other game. I don't know, there's something about, like, Medusa either looks super creepy or super hot, and there's no in between.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not sure which one I like more. I like both. I like, honestly, I feel like if I lived back in the day and became a legendary figure, people would probably either draw me as super muscly or draw me like a hunchback goblin type dude. Like, it would, the one or the other. Like, there's no in between. It's either I'm either super hot or super gremlin mode, you know?
Yeah, that's the duality of life. Hot or gremlin.
Hot or gremlin, yeah. Everybody, you all are hot gremlins. For those who are wondering, by the way, PolterGhost is definitely in the lead. We are on the Viking ship. We got the crystal. We're moving on to the next level. Satoru just got here and is in second. Zenic is in third. R1 Dog in fourth. Remember, nobody is getting eliminated due to this match because even the person who comes in last will have enough points to get to round 3. However, they will have to come in first for their third and fourth matches to stay in Kusogrand8.
The one I'm worried about is when they get to the environmental level, because a lot of the questions are specific to the time when the game was made.
Okay.
So, for example, breathing the air in Mexico City for a day can be as bad as smoking blank cigarettes.
Marlboro.
How many? No.
Oh.
Marlboro. How many?
Oh, I was gonna say, are we dunking on a specific brand right now?
No, and
maybe
they
we
don't even
should
specify which brand, just generic cigarettes. How many of them does it take to equivalent breathing the air in Mexico City for a day in whatever year this game was made?
Okay. Ooh. Among Mickey Mouse, Tintin, and Snoopy, blank was not created in the 1920s. I'm glad that there is a question about Tintin. It's funny, whenever Justin sees a comic or a picture that has Tintin, he's like, I gotta share it with you. Because there's always, like, there was some weird Tintin in a fursuit picture that was going around Blue Sky the other day. It was great.
Sure. Well, if I ever see a Moomin, I share it with Justin.
Yeah. Oh, I bought Justin the Moomin game, but he hasn't played it yet.
Justin?
Yeah, Justin. He's busy right now. He's not busy laughing at me. Justin! Okay, he's laughing at me now. Oh, Justin says it's so cute that he doesn't want to play it yet.
That's like, this food looks too good to eat.
there are times where the food looks too good to eat. It's perfect. That and like a lot of food that looks perfect tastes like it's made of plastic. What? Oh, Justin has 10 million mega elixirs. Okay. So if it's too good, he's not gonna do it. I see. Yeah, Moomins are great. Were they invented in the 1920s, though? When was the invention of the Moomin? Okay, I don't think that is true. Oh, here's a good question for everybody. The pop band that won the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest was blank. Does anybody know the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest? Can you remember back that far?
1974, is that too early for ABBA?
Are you looking at the document?
No.
Because, yeah, your AI guessed ABBA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine that there would be any other band that people would be expected to know the answer to 1970s Eurovision.
Actually, what there's a question about fashion, and I know the correct answer, fashion that ruled in the early 70s. Do you happen to have the options for that one? I want to know what type of trivia mattered.
Yeah, it's all the one I sent you that's also called answers.rtf.
Yeah, but that only has the correct answer, right?
No, there's a second one.
You sent a second document with the same name, Jeff?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. Jeff, you're killing me, Smalls.
I mean, I had them in different directories, so they're different things, and one of them has a lowercase.
Oh, okay. Great. A lowercase makes all the difference. Perfect.
Look, this is my system. It works for me, okay?
Okay. So here we go. Which of these fashions ruled in the early 70s? Okay. Platform shoes, leggings, or tracksuits?
Yes?
No, which one ruled?
Tracksuits were more of an 80s thing, really?
I would say tracksuits were more 80s, yeah.
I remember people wearing platforms on the TV shows in the 70s.
Yeah, it was the platform shoes. Yeah, people saying bell bottoms. No, it's not bell bottoms. It's everything else. Actually, no, it's just the platform shoes. Okay, R1 Dog, hopefully getting back into this. R1 Dog has really been struggling with this game. But, you know, people struggle with different things. And also, after a match is done, like, if people are genuinely worried about, like, if someone's game was behaving or misbehaving, we always do listen to what people said. If there were, like, some weird issues that they had that literally nobody had because it's an obscure DOS game and there really isn't a way to know if that's how the game works or it's just you. We always take things into consideration. Even if we say that so-and-so is the winner, if it changes after the fact, we do correct it based off of that. So, yeah, it's fine if people are concerned. And just know we will listen after a match, but at the same, like, and most of the time, like, we haven't really had an issue with players like trying to lie about how things go. Usually they're like, oh yeah, this weird thing happened, but it's okay, it's fine, we'll go ahead and go with what I want. And I'm like, no, we want to make you play another game. They're like, no, it's fine, the result is fine. And I'm like, no, it's not, you're playing another one. Okay, you can't leave yet. You can't get out! Okay, here we go. Which famous musical first opened in 1968, Jeff? We've got Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat,
yes.
Cats, or Starlight Express?
I know those are all your favorites.
Okay, let me just say that Cats is actually legit pretty good.
Joseph
was good, but it's way too, like...
Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote that, I think, when he was in high school. So it was really old.
Oh, yeah. It's way too much a part of my religious history for me to enjoy it anymore. It's like, yeah. And Starlight Express sucks, except for, like, one song.
Really helped me out in Bible Buffet.
Jeff, you don't even have to answer the questions right in Bible Buffet. Like, in fact, the questions didn't show up on the screen, and we didn't have the manual to read the questions. It literally did not
I'm sorry.
help you.
I just did well because of my superior gameplay. You're right.
Your superior rolling 1 to 6.
Okay, it's all RNG based, but shh, they don't know that.
Yeah, and Andrew Lloyd Webber was not Mormon, FYI. It's just Mormons loved Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Not really big fans of Jesus Christ Superstar, though. In fact, I think their official stance was don't go watch it.
Yeah. It's had quite an interesting reception over the years, but understandably, a lot of religious folk disliked a story that didn't exactly match up with their beliefs.
Yeah. Yeah, as it turns out, sometimes you can listen to, well, I'm going to go ahead and say that musical has like 2 good songs. At least it's one more than Starlight Express.
Wow. You don't like Freight is Great?
I hate Freight is Great, okay? Whenever I'm like...
you just rhymed another one.
I know,
okay.
I know.
Do you hate 8 Freight is Great?
That doesn't make sense.
Do you hate Freight is Great 8? The sequel to Freight is Great 7?
Honestly, if Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote it, then yes, I hate it. He's made a sequel to Phantom of the Opera, which is literally the worst musical that has ever been made in the history of mankind.
That didn't happen.
No, Love Never Dies. Love Never Dies. Everybody, go listen to it, and then you will regret everything that just happened during this stream. Listen to Love Never Dies. Listen to it. You will laugh. Especially if you're a big Phantom fan. You will laugh, and then you'll ask yourself why.
I was a big Andrew Lloyd Webber fan as a kid, so I was very excited when the world premiere of a new Andrew Lloyd Webber musical was happening in DC, because that's not normal. And I went to, it's called Whistle Down the Wind, and it was quite possibly the worst that he's ever written. I mean, it's up there with Phantom, too.
Okay. Wait, Whistle Down the Wind? I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, there's a reason you haven't heard of it. It didn't go too far after it opened here.
Uh-oh, R1 Dog is trying to map buttons. That's never a good sign.
I mean, the controls in this game aren't anything particularly weird. You know, it's not like U to jump or something like that. I mean, it's kind of standard DOS stuff.
I'll just say, it's just one of those things that I'm going to keep my eye on. And hopefully any of the issues are sorted. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just saw, because we've got another game tonight, everybody, and I saw what game it is, and so I'm doing a little setup, and I am excited. Okay, y'all should be excited too, because if not, I'm going to be angry.
We're seeing quite a lot of progress in this game. I mean, it's not a particularly difficult game in terms of like the platforming, right? But going fast means you have to actually figure out where things are.
Yeah,
So in a race setting, it's a lot more anxiety.
it does make me wonder, like, how is air control after you jump? Like, do you have any air control? A little bit I see from Santoro's screen.
Yeah, you get some control with the umbrella.
Okay. Yeah, it could also be just an issue that people struggle with different things. Sometimes you have a setup that feels like it works fine while you're playing it, but then halfway through you're like, there's this one change that I can make that will make my life so much easier. You know, just we allow people to set up controllers however they want unless otherwise specified. And that's one really big asterisk category right there that doesn't happen very often, but sometimes does.
Yeah, sometimes the whole charm of the game is how poor the control scheme is, and so I like to preserve that. But this is just kind of standard DOS jank. I have to say though, for what it is, I would have been happy if like a teacher told me I could play this instead of studying history. But as a game, it's a little simplistic, right? I mean, this would be impressive if one person did it. And yeah, there's a lot of sprite work and stuff, but there's not a lot of variety in the music, or the gameplay is not particularly sophisticated. The levels are kind of empty.
Yeah, it's honestly, graphically, the game's fine. It looks pretty good. Like, the music's fine. Perhaps it doesn't control necessarily the best. The camera is kind of annoying me every once in a while.
Yeah,
but
the camera is very laggy.
Yeah, at least I haven't really seen that many blind jumps, and the cartoony style, especially in like the medieval land that PolterGhost and Santoro are on. I love the visuals here. It's very stylized, very good looking. The risk, though, is that when something is good looking, like these stairs going up, I worry about where the edges of platforms are. And I think PolterGhost is also learning that lesson that, oh my gosh, what is a platform? What?
Yeah, games that have more stylized or cartoony aesthetic have that problem a lot.
Yeah. The thing is, like, in general, there are a few ways to mitigate that. Coyote time often helps. Another thing is to make the platforms just a tiny bit bigger, like the hitbox a tiny bit bigger than the sprite itself. Or solution number 3, have your little brother play it and see how much they complain. And then you can go ahead and judge from there. No, like, for real. And no, I'm not talking about like your little brother who's like, yeah, I'm so proud you're making video games. No, the punk, okay? You know which one I'm talking about. The one who like will absolutely let you know everything that he's thinking. Okay, everybody needs a punk on their team. One who is not afraid to speak their mind. Maybe putting it nicely is a good thing, but still, you need the punk.
Sure, I'm in agreement with that. So it seems like 3 of our players have really sort of closed the gap a bit. Of course, we're doing this by who got to this level the first. But there's still so much time left. I think we'll see at least another level or 2 completed.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that like we can figure out what is happening, or that like R1 Dog can start making some progress. I hope so. Well, I am just going to do a quick check-in with the player to see if there are any weird issues happening.
I mean, I wonder if the problem is just if you wrote down a password where you only had one life left, then you're going to have a lot of difficulty progressing from that point.
Oh, passwords save lives. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and see what he says. If needed, we can give additional time during the correspondence.
But, that's just part of the strategy for games. Sometimes they save things in the passwords that you don't want them to save, so...
Yeah, so what it looks like is that we had control issues.
Control issues.
Yeah, and it turned out that I believe they were trying to use joystick, and it ended up causing some fairly significant problems for them. And now they're like, I'm using keyboard because joystick just wasn't working right. It's a decent amount of time lost, but switching to something else is, if it's going to feel better for you as you play, that's definitely a good move. You do want to make sure that you are playing in a way that feels comfortable. Every once in a while for me, Jeff, Genesis tends to throw me off a little bit because all of the buttons are lined out in a row, and no modern controller does that. Or at least none of the good ones do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that, I have to decide, where do I want A, B, and C? Do I want them to, like, on a PlayStation controller, do I want A to be the triangle? Or do I want it to be triangle, square, X for A, B, and C? Or do I want it to be square, X, and circle for A, B, and C? And it very much depends on the game. Ooh, Neptune Daydream is saying that PolterGhost is moving on to feudal Japan. This is very definitely a lead, but PolterGhost only has one life, it appears.
Yeah, so that's a tough strategy call at this point. Do you want to replay the entire level that you just beat with the hope that you'll be able to beat it more lives? Or do you think, hey, there's only about 15 minutes left, I just gotta go?
I would definitely try going. I think that is the correct move. At least check it out once and then decide, is this too hard, or do I think I can do it?
Yeah, because you really need to lock... I mean, the way we're scoring it, you want to lock in getting to the level first, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm really excited to find out if the Japan level has ninjas. Because not ninjas. Duh, of course it could have ninjas. No, like, whenever you're dealing with China or Japan, like, games tend to crush both of them together. But
yeah,
this actually
that's true,
seems
but this is a
legit.
game about historical learning. So to the extent that there's anything that's out of place, it would probably be a deliberate anachronism.
Yeah.
As they mentioned in the manual.
I mean, the anachronisms are the ones flying in the clouds that you're supposed to kill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if it's not flying in a cloud and it's incorrect, I'm gonna have words to say. But honestly, it has seemed not too shabby, I think.
Yeah, I've learned all kinds of things about... I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to any of the questions. Oh, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Learned about that, and I learned about ABBA.
Yeah.
I learned so much history.
Jeff, you're the one who gave the answers for those, though.
Okay, well, I already
you
knew
already
these
knew
things,
them. Yeah. Fine. How
but,
about this?
Hypothetically,
What spoiled the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich? Was it a terrorist attack, an earthquake, or a plane crash?
What spoiled it?
Yeah. What made people grumpy? What ruined the Olympics? I would say probably the Olympics committee, but there might be some other things.
I'm not sure I know.
Have any idea, chat? Yeah, it was A. Yeah. Apparently, there were hostages. Yeah. Well, don't do that. You're gonna spoil the Olympics. It'll be spoiled.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Don't spoil it.
Yeah. How about the World... Okay, the World Cup in 1966 was won by which country? England, Germany, or Brazil?
Brazil.
Okay, Jeff, let me ask the question again. Who won the World Cup in 1966? Was it England, Germany, or Brazil?
The answer is always Brazil. I don't care what the question
The
is.
answer is whoever developed the game. This is a British game. It was England that won.
Don't care. Brazil still won.
Oh, okay. Oh, how about this? What aircraft made its first flight in 1969? Space Shuttle, Condor, Concorde, or Hurricane? There we go.
I don't know what the Condor is.
Well, I know the answer because we went to the moon in 1969.
You did?
Yeah. Was that iCarly? My gosh. I don't remember what show it was.
Are you on the moon section?
Yes, I'm reading through the moon mission stuff.
See, if you get to that level, that's called the moon race or whatever it is, it'll kind of tip you off what the answer is.
Well, I'm not looking at that title, okay?
Well, I know you're not, but like when the players get there.
Yeah, like it should be obvious if you're on the moon mission and space shuttle is an option, you're probably going to choose the space shuttle.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chad is right. That song was on Even Stevens. That is the only episode I ever saw, and that is a good one. Yeah, everybody, if you only watch one episode of Even Stevens, stomach that one. It's kind of worth it. Hey, actually, as it turns out, the answer is not Space Shuttle. The aircraft that made its first flight in 1969 was the Concorde. Yeah, chat. Cliff, I see you in chat. You got it right. Chiron, Neptune Daydream. What the crap is the Concorde, though? We did go to the moon in 1969, but the Concorde apparently... Oh, ooh. It's pretty cool. The first supersonic passenger aircraft is what the Concorde was. Thank you, everybody. I have like zero knowledge about plane history. I know that there are a lot of... I have some friends who are a little bit hyper-fixated on plane history, and I think that's cool. It's absolutely one of those holes in my interest that, like, I wish I were more interested in it. I'm just not. I don't know. I think planes are cool. They go fast. They're like, vroom.
I went to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina once, and got to see the hill that the Wright brothers famously first launched their plane from.
Oh,
it is very windy.
You're bringing in the spicy stuff, because if you go to Brazil, they have words to say about the Wright brothers. Brazil claims to be the first ones to fly.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe they did.
No, they're incorrect. But they like to claim that, and they even have museums dedicated to the first person to fly, which is incorrect. But, you know, they gotta try to brag about something. I'm trying to remember who that was. It's just so funny to me, Jeff, being an American going to this museum that's celebrating the first person to fly a plane, and I'm like, you are so wrong! You are so wrong, but I have to shut up because I'm in a museum about this guy. It was not Woody Woodpecker, chat, although, oh my gosh. No. Yeah, I think, like, depending on the definition of flight, they're just trying to get away with the technicality and say, like, the Wright brothers plane, like, didn't have an engine, and this one did, so they were first. But you can fly without an engine.
I have flown without an engine.
Yeah. I mean, oftentimes it's a little bit more gliding, but yeah, you can also... Yeah, I think that's flying, Jeff.
I don't know if it's flying, but it was a lot of fun.
We're not going to talk about Buzz Lightyear's philosophy, or, I mean, Woody Woodpecker. Not Woody Woodpecker, just Woody from Toy Story. He... falling with style, blah, blah, blah. That's the whole argument. This is the Toy Story argument. Basically, the argument between USA and Brazil is the Toy Story argument. Is it flying or is it falling with style?
So Poltergeist has just been cruising along, but I wonder if we're going to see a lead change between Satoru and Zen. They're both almost exactly the same place, I think. We only have 5 minutes left, but it's possible that either of them could clear it.
Yeah, I've enjoyed this. This has been pretty interesting. And, you know, the game was designed by Ron Harris, who actually has a few other games listed here, like American Idol for Game Boy Advance.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I like that. Yeah, if anybody sees NPC Lives, he would be very happy to hear that there's a connection for this. Yeah, it's the American Idol dev. He also made Superbike 2000. Paul McCartney's Give My Regards to Broad Street. What? Okay. For the Commodore 64. Okay, well, thank you so much for making that. Also did the graphics for Madeline and the Magnificent Puppet Show, which is an old Madeline game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun discovering stuff here. It looks like what?
Satoru's probably not going to be able to have enough time to clear the level because they just game over, but we'll see if Zen is able to.
Yeah, that is all right. Well, another person who worked on this programmed Autofence, which we have had here. Oh, and did some of the platform support for the game Faye, which came out on PlayStation 4. Oh, designed Spice World for PlayStation. Oh, audio for Pixel Junk, Scrappers Deluxe, as well as Putty Squad for Amiga. Like, this guy's credits are all over the place. Fire and Ice for Amiga and for Acorn. We've got, yeah, he did the audio for the Autofence, which actually has good music. I dig that. It's good stuff. Rainbow Islands for Amiga and Commodore 64. Yeah, a lot of audio in this guy. Oh, how about getting thanks for Outer Wilds? Huh?
What?
Yeah. This guy, the guy who did the music for this game, as well as I think some of the it says edited by Jason Page. Yeah, he has special thanks from Outer Wilds, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, there you go, everybody. I've taught you more than this game has taught you. Hope you've enjoyed.
You actually have. But that's mostly because I haven't really been paying attention to the answers in the game. I've just been watching the platforming.
Oh, okay. So the Brazilian guy who they say is the first to fly, Alberto Santos Dumont. Their complaint is that the Flight Brothers used a rail and then later a catapult to fly, and that doesn't count. This is totally no true Scotsman argument. It's stupid.
Sure. I mean, whatever you want to count or not count.
Yeah,
It is
I mean
pretty
that still
arbitrary.
is an achievement. Like, pretty cool. Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, they love to rag on the Wright brothers because of that.
All right. Well, we're almost at Tim.
Tim is nigh. The Tim is nigh. Everybody. Well, everybody get hypnotized for a little while because we're pretty much done with this game. And yeah, PolterGhost is definitely taking the victory here. I think that's without doubt. Looking at the referee list here, you know, both Santoros and Zenic made it to level 5, but Santoros got here first. I don't believe Zenic was able to finish it, and I got distracted. That's time, everybody! Throw your hands up in the air, throw your Tims up in the air, throw your Tim Tams in the air. Give them to me, I heard they're tasty. Yeah. So that is that. PolterGhost is our victor today. Not too surprising. PolterGhost was indeed a Kusogrand8 champion in years past and has always put on a strong showing. Let me go ahead and welcome PolterGhost to come and chat if they would like. Oh, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and see. They're all complaining right now. Santoro says, that was fun, but I sucked at it. Yeah, Egypt was a big wall for one of the players. Yeah, and a big thing, they realized passwords save lives, and Zenic is not happy about that. Hello. Oh my gosh, Polterghost. Yo, congrats! You are our victor today.
How is that possible? I did so horribly. I took a diamond and I threw it in the river.
Okay. You made it to level 7? Yeah, you were 2 levels ahead of Santoros and Zenic, and R1 Dog, this just wasn't his game. It really wasn't. Which is fine. You know, people struggle with different things. That's kind of how it goes. And I do know that there were some controller issues that he was fighting quite a bit of the time, and that definitely played into it a little bit. But honestly, like, you managed to pull through. You got through it. You made a lot of progress, and yeah, you definitely were far ahead. Great job.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened.
Jeff, do you know how many levels were left after that?
I think the manual tells you. So after this is the Roaring 20s, the Moon Mission, and 2020 Green Zone.
Yes.
Wait, is that like a Sonic level? What's going on there?
I think so.
No, it's an ecology environmental thing. That was the one with the question about the cigarettes in Mexico City.
But Sonic's all about environmental stuff, so yes, it's a Sonic level.
Sure. All right, we'll go with that.
Okay, that works. Good. I'm also just trying to make sure that I have everybody correct for the next match. Yeah, so what did you think of the game overall? How was it?
It was okay. Most of the questions were easy until it reached, like, so anyways, what's the difference between the Normans and Saxons in warfare? And it's like, oh, this is a British game, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is.
Because I don't know who's going to be able to answer that unless you've studied British history.
I don't know.
It was an alright game. There were some cool tricks you could do by keeping enemies alive or deliberately tossing the enemies to get rid of them.
Yeah, I'd say that the trivia, honestly, like, having the list helps, but most of it was, like, so basic that I don't really see this being a good example of edutainment. It's a fine one, but it
exists.
It exists, but literally it has no information that it's teaching you. It's just got a quiz. And you know, so if you answer something incorrectly, you can be like, Mom, what happened to the British currency? And where's the freaking British currency question here?
I don't think I got that one.
Okay, penicillin, jazz singer. Okay, Winnie the Pooh was first published in 1926. Who wrote it? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Okay.
That's Milne off the top of my
Mom,
head.
who was Al Capone? There we go. What did Charles Lindbergh do in 1927? Okay. Mom, who's Charles Limburger? Yeah. This is the type of education that we are getting here. Pound. Let me see if I can find. Okay. There's got to be. Oh, there we go. What big change happened to British currency in 1971? Very important history question here. It either pound joins ERM, old shillings out, decimal system in, or new picture of Queen.
I think it's the shillings one off the top of my head.
I actually think it probably is. That makes sense to me. But I don't care, really. Because, yeah, even if I were a kid in the UK, I'd be like, why do I have to know this? This is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Let me see what the answer is. Currency. Come on. Okay, so apparently that is correct. Old shillings out, decimal system in. Thank you very much. We have now learned about the most boring UK fact in history.
Yeah, I think the only reason I knew that was because I was looking up history of currencies.
Well, great. PolterGhost, I'm glad that you've been able to be here. Are you doing anything these days that's interesting?
Well, every Friday at 7:30 Eastern, I co-host a show on my friend's Twitch channel.
Ooh, okay. Whose Twitch channel?
Sprashu, SPRASSHU. He's been a decently long-time friend of mine. He and I had an idea to do a sort of, like, racing variety show.
That's
where,
fun.
You basically have to compete at a short arcade game, and then whatever your score is at the end determines who gets first pick on the actual challenge list. And the challenge list is just 4 completely different games with different genres, consoles, and challenges to them.
Sweet.
So you have to try to pick what you think you're best at while also denying your opponents what you think they're best at.
I love it. Great. Yeah, what days do you usually do that?
Every Friday night at 7:30 Eastern.
Okay, sweet. Well, Friday nights, that will be tomorrow. If people want, go ahead and check it out. And feel free to share the link in Twitch chat if you'd like. I'm sure there would be some people interested in that. And I love to help whenever we can share what's going on in the community. I love to be able to share that. So thank you so much. And I guess we'll go ahead and let you take off then.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, congrats again. And Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you. Always enjoy being here. Take care.
Take
See
care.
you both later.
See ya.